The Invisible Kingdom. Long ago, at the very edge of the world, there was a beautiful kingdom called the Cloud Kingdom. Its people were happy, kind, and lived in harmony. But one day, greed and betrayal brought darkness. The neighboring Hacking Kingdom tricked their ruler and took their land, promising riches in exchange for surrender. The brave king fought hard but was killed in the rebellion. Then, a dark curse fell upon the land, so powerful that it made the kingdom invisible, hidden behind a shimmering shield. This curse cloaked the land in invisibility, trapping its people behind a shimmering, impenetrable dome-shaped barrier. The citizens could only go to the edge of their forest within this dome and no further, as the barrier covered their land, making them invisible to the outside world. Over time, many brave warriors tried to break the curse. They stormed the barrier, risking everything, only to be lost forever. Their sacrifices faded into legend, and hope among the people waned. Some accepted their invisible prison, while others secretly kept hope alive that one day, their freedom would be restored. In a humble village on the outskirts of the forest lived Jozel and Karina, siblings with brave hearts and curious minds. Jozel was a brave 16-year-old boy, full of questions about the world beyond the forest, eager to find a way to free their people. Karina was 13, who was lively and clever, always dreaming of the day they could see outside the cursed kingdom and walk freely. Their family was simple. Their father and mother worked and lived on a small farm. Though they loved their quiet life, Jozel's curiosity often led him to ponder stories of heroes and warriors who fought to free their land. Inside the kingdom, many had given up hope, but a few still believed that courage and perseverance could bring freedom. One day, Jozel discovered an ancient dusty book buried in the old library. It whispered of a long-forgotten battle that led to the curse fought long ago against the wicked Hacking King. The book described the sacrifices of brave warriors who fought to resist the curse and how their efforts had been thwarted. Among these warriors was Evangel, a battered but unbowed soldier who knew secrets buried deep in history. One evening, Jozel sat on an old tree stump and whispered to Karina, "There must be a way. I feel it. Someone out there knows how to break this curse." Karina nodded, clutching his arm. "We have to try." Evangel was one of the last remaining warriors. Battered and imprisoned, he had been captured during the final chaos of the battle and kept in a dark, damp dungeon beneath the ruins of the battlefield. His body bore scars from countless fights, but his spirit remained unbroken. Even in chains, he whispered stories of hope, about a secret tunnel that once served as an escape and shelter for warriors, but which the curse had sealed with ancient stones inscribed with riddles. Solving these riddles would be the key to breaking the curse. Some believed this was just myth, but Evangel knew it was true. Though in captivity, Evangel kept hope alive by sharing his knowledge with those daring enough to listen. His stories reached some guards, who secretly told their families and friends. Jozel overheard bits of these stories and wondered if he could find a way to speak with Evangel. Disguised as a cleaning boy, he gained access to Evangel. He told Evangel of his hope to free their land but admitted he didn't know how. Jozel would return as often as he could, always disguised as a cleaning boy. Evangel grew fond of him and eventually trusted this brave boy's character and spirit. Jozel and Karina learned that Evangel knew of a secret underground tunnel, a path once used by warriors to escape. Evangel, battered and imprisoned, shared a secret map with them, drawing it on a fragile piece of parchment. The map detailed the hidden entrance. Evangel warned that they needed to be careful of the tunnel and what they might find inside. His voice, faint but resolute, declared, "The path is dangerous, but hope is the lantern that guides all who seek the truth and freedom." Motivated and courageous, the children decided to undertake the dangerous quest to free their kingdom. But they couldn't do it alone. Jozel's father, knowing their plan, recruited two loyal friends, brave villagers who secretly believed the kingdom needed to be freed from the curse. He called them to his house and asked if they would accompany the children as guards. He warned them to keep the plan secret to protect his family. The villagers of the Cloud Kingdom respected Jozel's family. They were known as hardworking and loyal. No one would suspect them of wrongdoing. While Jozel's parents continued their humble work each day, secret meetings were held at night in the barn, planning how they would help the children free the land. When everything was ready, Jozel, Karina, and the two brave warriors slipped away quietly into the forest, alive with shadows, every rustle and whisper threatening to betray them. Their lantern flickered as they moved stealthily, hearts pounding. See you next time on The Story Poet for Part 2 of The Invisible Kingdom.